I had always heard of this band. I've seen one of their albums come up, I believe, on like one of the best albums of the year that it was released. It's Ant something. I've never like really looked at it too much, but I've never actually listened to the band. I don't know a thing about them, so this would be our first foray into Black Country New Road. We're going to listen to this song, Nancy Tries to Take the Night. This is coming off their album Forever How Long, which was released just last year, 2025. It still feels weird saying that. We're in March, but it feels weird saying that still. We're listening to this because this was suggested and sponsored by Elwise. Elwise, thank you so much for the recommendation, and thank you so much for the support as well. I truly appreciate that. Let's go ahead and pull up the song. We'll give it a listen. What's the genre? I don't know. I only know that their album... As a matter of fact, let me look it up. I'm on their Wikipedia page here. It's this one. Like there's a little baggie with something in it. This is the album Ants from Up Here that I've seen on many a list. But that's not what we're listening to today. So let's go ahead and get to what we're listening to. Discuss it after. Here we go. I like that little shift in the melody of the guitar there. That little change is really nice. Like that's almost foreshadowing it could possibly get heavier later on when it switches to this mode.
There's a time and a place, and the place it is now. Take the smile off your face while you're dressed like a cow and you're frolicking round. Your legs are in the air,
Nice waltz.
there's a smile on your face, but it's covered in hair. Do you want it? Do you want it? You run through the streets like the whore that you are, and you hope pretty soon you'll be struck by the car. But the light of the day tries to keep you afloat while there's pain in your stomach and there's pain in your throat. Do you want it?
Didn't expect that.
Do you want it? Mother, would you take me and on, for I have nothing no more, baby. No, she's gone and on.
The musical progression's really interesting. I like how the kick is just to hold the groove. The snare and the hi-hat bounce off of it.
I tried to take the word and what you said. I tried to take the word, but the word was dead. I did not want it. And in the light of day, it all seemed well. Though was it just a dream? She could not tell. But how she wanted. This time, the place, and the place does not take the smile off your face while you're dressed like a cow with your frolicking round legs in the air. Smile on your face, but it's covered in hair. Do you want it? Oh no, and do you want it now? Oh, just imagine a life. There's a baby and a wife with the times of the night and compared to the night, but the man is not there, so you sit in despair. Curse at the sky with the cry, it's not fair. Do you want it?
Drum of it.
No, no, please tell me, do you want it? Now you kiss the rush of the autumn eve, left to a fate no one believed. Taken to the table where she wrote, she held herself a vote. Vote between the good and bad, with all she'd seen and all she'd had. And now she tried to take the night, but now she's gone, removed from sight. And now your mother, would you take me? And on, for I have nothing no more, baby. No, no, she's gone. And on, if I could take it back now, would I take it back now? If he could take it back now, would he take it back now? Nancy took the night time, she's gone. Unknown.
That was the quickest 6 minutes in a long time. This was okay. So, the song is really interesting in how it moves through its structure and the different sounds. It has a very progressive kind of feel. The drumming is kind of math rockish to an extent as well. I love how the groove presents itself, drumming wise. That's going to be Charlie Wayne handling drums, percussion. Everyone's handling actually many different instruments here, as you can see just by the sheer amount that are involved here in the track. And I really love the strings that were brought up in the beginning. Of course, the guitar. I thought I heard banjo, which looking in here, I'm not immediately seeing. Oh, there it is, banjo, played by Charlie Wayne again. Okay, so he's playing the drums, but he was also playing banjo in this track. Multi-talented group. I love that. And I like how you hear just a little bit of that specific twang insert itself into the guitar at that moment. The lead vocals, you're going to have Georgia Ellery handling lead vocals. And I mean, her singing is sensational. Is it her singing on this track? I think so. If not, I apologize, but I think. The vocals are very dramatic, perfectly lining up with the story, kind of trying to figure out what's happening there, but perfectly lining up with the story and the different emotions going through it. And man, her singing reminds me of someone, and I can't quite put my finger on it. Not like Kate Bush or anything like that. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Aurora, but then I'm also thinking of someone else. I just can't. The way that she kind of bends the pitches, and she has kind of a, she kind of reminds me a little bit. I haven't listened to a lot from this artist, but the harpist. What's her name? I think she's married to Adam Sandberg. What's her name? Adam Sandberg's wife. What's her name? Joanna Newsom. That's what I'm thinking of. It kind of has that like high kind of fairy tale-esque kind of voice that like really nicely narrates things and can bounce and jump around in certain pitches. It's just really cool how she does that. And then there's something very not operatic but theatrical to the nature of the way she sings. I would say, especially going from the thrashes of 2/4 of the way through and how she like brings a certain intensity to how that intensity is stifled down into something a little bit more emotional at the very end there. It's just a really cool way of her writing that specific wave and singing that, which I thought was really nice. And then, like I said, the music itself was really cool. The drumming was fantastic. I love the strings. The inclusion of the saxophone was unexpected, but I like how it jumped onto that guitar riff and just rode along with everything. That's going to be Lewis Evans playing saxophone here. And when the music was playing in that specific section, where the saxophone came in as well, I really like how it had a certain repetitiveness to it, kind of playing with minimalism, and it kind of reminded me a little bit of how like Philip Glass arranges his music. And you can kind of get a foreboding of that in the beginning, as you know, it plays like this melody, which is very nice and light, almost like a music box. But then it switches very gently, but a seamless transition. I don't know if I can find it that quick, into the more like a strumming here. So already just in that particular section, the intro before it even hits a minute, it's kind of setting you up for something, which I thought was really cool how that's done. Because you can already tell like the way it changes and where it changes, it takes a long time for it to make that change. You know, they're probably going to use that in some capacity later on, and they do. So there's that rhythm still, the banjo playing it this time. And then here, when the sax comes in, that sounds like something off of Glassworks, the way that sax is played, which I think is really cool how that inspiration kind of comes in. And the drums come in, and they play in such an unexpected groove, which I love when a band or a drummer does that. They approach the rhythm a little bit differently than perhaps the norm. Could have played a straight beat, you know, of course, in lieu of the swing and everything that they're doing. But, you know, for example, when the drums first come in, the kick is kind of a focus for just a part of the rhythm, but there's a lot of ghost notes on the snare, right? Very snappy here. But then the drums change up. Biggest snare. Just really, really well done. And I love that build up, the addition of some strings coming on in, adding to a dramatic head, and then letting go in an emotional finish there at the end. I think that this was quite good. And I can definitely, depending on how the rest of, you know, their music is, I can definitely get the hype for it. There's a time and a place, and the place it is now. I like how quickly, by the way, she sang all this. Take the smile off your face while you're dressed like a cow. And you're frolicking around, your legs are in the air. There's a smile on your face, but it's covered in hair. Do you want it? Do you want it? You run through the streets like the whore that you are, and you hope pretty soon you'll be struck by the car. But the light of the day tries to keep you afloat. While there's pain in your stomach and there's pain in your throat. Do you want it? Do you want it? Mother, would you take me? Anon, anon, for I have nothing. No more baby. Nah, nah, she's gone. Anon. I tried to take the word and what you said. I tried to take the word, but the word was dead. I did not want it. And in the light of day it all seemed well, or was it just a dream she could not tell? Oh, but how she wanted. What I'm getting as I'm reading this, in the beginning here, there's a bit of, hold on, where's my button?
Oh my.
Happening. And at the end, the person saying, do you want it? As in,
oh my.
Just let it finish.
Oh my.
And then she's deciding basically, does she want to be a mom? Or does she want to take a way out of that? And she even says, you know, in a sense, she's hoping that she'll even be struck by a car. She doesn't know what she wants. Pain in your stomach, I mean, pain of pregnancy, and then pain in your throat, throwing up, I would imagine, from morning sickness. I can't imagine not. And then eventually, I have nothing. No more baby. She's gone. Anon. I'm curious about the anon part. I don't know why. Anon. Like anonymous? Or is there some other meaning there? Verse repeats again. Just imagine a life as a baby and a wife, what the times would look like when compared to the knife. But the money's not there, so you sit in despair. Curse at the sky with a cry, it's not fair. Do you want it? Please tell me, do you want it? So, like, there's the decision. Can we even afford it? You know? The rapture of the autumn eve leads to a fate no one believed. Taking to the table where she wrote, she held herself a vote. A vote between the good and bad with all she'd seen and all she'd had. Nancy tried to take the night, but now she's gone, removed from sight. I'm trying not to click the annotations. I'm trying just to come up with my own interpretation. Obviously, she makes a decision here. And she tried to take the night, but now she's gone, removed from sight. There's something about that line. She tried to take the night. She's gone, removed from sight. And then, of course, a sense of regret. If I could take it back now, would I take it back now? If he could take it back now, would he take it back now? You know, obviously, could she take back her action, and could he take back his action? Nancy took the night, and she's gone. Nancy took the. I think I got the whole story. I think I got it down. It's just the last line. I don't know. Let's read the annotation. This was played for the first time at Nagoya Club Quattro in Japan. That tells me nothing about the lyrics. That tells me nothing about what I'm looking for. Composition and lyrics. Cold Country, Nancy Takes the Night was originally formed during the band's performances at Bush Hall and was characterized by Richards as a 6-minute plus epic. This is true. Its second-person lyrics explore the pressures of conforming to traditional expectations of female social responsibility. So they kind of leave it up for interpretation while giving somewhat of an overarching theme to it. That was a cool track, though. I really like the way that it developed through, and it had a lot of cool twists in the way that, especially, I would say rhythmically, but melodically too, it approached everything. Let me know what you guys thought of it. Of course, in the comments down below. I appreciate you all watching. Otherwise, thank you once again for the support and suggestion as well. Hope that you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Swing on by tomorrow, and I'll see you all later. Bye, guys.